React app and the folder name. Okay, and you need to just type cd folder name, and then you just need to type npm start the result on browser, the React project. Okay, localhost 3000. And then I don't need this app.css and then app.test.js and then log svg, report, web vitals, and setup test. Let me just delete these files and move to trash, and you will see the errors. Okay, so I'm going to remove this and make it a arrow function here, and then simply remove this, and we will use bootstrap, right? And for if you still save, and you will see this error because on the index.js we don't have report web vitals exist, right? So just save it. Okay, now we will see everything is okay, and we will use bootstrap in this project. So I'm going to copy this cdn and go to the public folder, and on the index.js you'll see these comments. You can remove this and simply paste it here, and you can type here multi-step form. Okay, and you can remove this and control S, save. I don't need this, we don't need this right now. And then I'm going to use a state from React, this hook. Okay, only for this project, and I'm going to type here container, so bootstrap container, and we will have a row, so dot row, and this row will have margin and bottom 5 pixel, and then so it will have some gaps, so justify content md center, and then we will have some columns, so call, and then we will have call lg1, same for the last one. And then for this one we can say simply call lg10, and we can say call lg auto. Okay, and if we are going to type here like a heading, and we can say multi-step form, this is the heading, and then we can just simply type a class name here, text center, so it will be center, right? And then and then we are going to use this multi-step, right? And here multi-step form, so we will call a multi-step form here from a function. Actually we will use switch, so in this case, and we will have a multi-step form function here, so const multi step form. Okay, and you can say just a arrow function, and then we can just simply call it here, so you will see all the switch case we will use here. So it actually depends on the switch case, so by default it will show your name, email, or the user email, etc. So this is just for the field purposes. So every step will have a form field, so we will have a variable like user info, and we will have more objects here, so set user info. So okay, so user info and set user info, and then use a state, and then we will have objects like first name is empty string, and then full name, this will be full name, this is for the email, and this is for another one for password is empty. So everything is empty actually for the very first time. So confirm password, this will for the confirm password, and then the location, this will for the location, this is for the phone number, and this is for the t-shirt size, so t-shirt. Okay, and then just save it, and we will have steps. So by default it will have set steps, it will have initial value is 1, so use state and then initial value is 1, so it will be showing this fields for the very first time, then this two, and then this one. Okay, and then we will have next step. So we can say next step, and then this is the next step, so we can say set steps and then steps plus 1. So whatever the value, it will just add plus 1, so it will be 2. So it will, when it will be just anyone clicked on next step, it will be now 2. So and then we will switch to case 2. Okay, and this is for prev step, and then so set steps and then steps minus 1. Okay, and whatever the value, is just minus 1. Okay, and then we will have handle on change, and also we will have handle submit. So it will be better if I will show you within the form. Okay, and now I'm going to use switch functions here. So switch, so steps, it will take a parameter as a steps, it will check the steps, whatever the steps the value there in this case. So we are going to use this case. If it will be case 1, so if it will be the value default 1, so it will show simply. So I'm going to return this and simply show the first form. Okay, so I'm going to create a folder named components, because we will have more components files here. So components folder, and then I'm going to type here step 1, create another component. So step 1.js, and then react functional component and export, and then we are going to simply convert it to arrow function. Okay, and then I have to just pass it, right? So step 1, and then I have to pass as a parameter all the next step, previous step. Okay, so and I'm going to pass it right now. So I'm going to pass it like user info. We will use it as a value. So user info dot fname, password, location, etc. So I'm going to pass it to next step, because it don't need to, it will not need it actually for the previous step. So next step is next step, I will pass it as a props, and step 1 is not defined. Okay, step 1 is not defined. Let me just save it. Step 1.js. Okay, there is a problem. Okay, so step 1. Okay, and let's save it, and we'll see this is the step 1 for the very first time, right? So I'm going to receive props here. So user info and next step. Okay, make sure the spelling is correct. User info and next step, user info and next step. Okay, and on the step 1 we will have empty fragment here. We can use it simply empty fragment here, and then we will use mb2, so margin bottom 2. Okay, and then we will have label. So label HTML4 is fname. So it will be where you will see that if user click on this label, it will automatically focus the input. Okay, so this will be full name. Okay, and then we will have input, right? Input type is text, and class name will be form control, and then we will have name is fname, and then we will have id is fname. So it will be focused actually when you click on this level, and then the value is user info dot fname. This is the value, and then we can type here placeholder, that is enter full name. Okay, and right now you will see this field, and you can see if I'm going to click here, it is just focus on the specific field. And then I'm going to I will need one change. So what will do one change? Actually it will we will need this handle one change. So this time I told you that I have to show you one change function here. So const handle one change, and then this is the event. Okay, so we will destructure name and value from e.target. Okay, so you know that e.target.value, e.target.name. So and then we will set user info. So we will have user info and the name is value. Okay, and then we have to pass this one change here. So I'm going to copy this one change and as a prop, so we'll receive it, we'll see, and then we just need to pass it here. Okay, so this is the on change function. So on change is handle on change. Okay, and then I am going to copy this and paste it here. We are going to use this as email. So email, and then we are going to change it here as email and enter email. So how quickly I have just done this. We can press Ctrl D from the Windows and Command D on Mac. Okay, and I'm going to copy this again, and this is for the password. So I'm going to type here password, and this is for the password. Okay, password and handle change and the value, you see that is the same. So on change, handle change, it will be same. So this password actually confirm password, and here we can just type is okay. This type should be password, and this should be password. Okay, password and confirm password, and this name is C password. This name is C password. So from this object, actually I am just to match with this object what we will have this variable in this variable for the user info. So user info dot confirm password. So C password. Okay, and enter confirm password, and then we will have a button. So dot d grid. So and then we will have button, and this will be continue or next, whatever you choose or want to type here. Continue, and then we will have a class, and this class name will be btn dark or maybe primary, and then the type will be button. Okay, and when it will be clicked, so one click, it will just simply go to the next step. Okay, so which is done, right? And you will see the form here. If you click here, you see nothing because we don't have anything on the switch statement. So on the switch, actually you can see there is a case, so we don't have any case here. So we will have default, and then return is null. Okay, and the next case is case 2, and then we will return this step 2. So I'm going to just type here step2.js for the very new component. So this is for the step 2. So our React functional component and export, and I have to convert it arrow function from function to arrow function. Okay, and then just save it, and we have to call this so step 2. Okay, and just save it, and then you can see this is a step 2, this is a step 2. So if you are going to click here, you can see this is a step 2, right? So I am going to pass props. So this will be same, but except we have to just add another one. So this will be prev step and prev step. Okay, and I am going to copy props from here rather than wasting time. So next step and prev step. Okay, make sure the spelling is correct, and then I am going to use the same thing. So this will be removed, and this is for the I think location and the phone number. Okay, so I'm going to just paste it here, and then it should be location. So location, and we can say here location, and this is for the HTML, and this is for the location. So HTML4 is location, ID same, name is same, and the value is also same. Okay, and then we will have and then we will have phone number, right? So you can say here phone, and we can say here phone, enter phone. Okay, and then we will have two different buttons. So one is for left and one is for right. So float start and float end. So float start, so it will have a button, and then it should be, the name is previous, previous. Okay, and type is button, and then class name is between dark, and then when it will be clicked, so on click we can say that prev step, right? And this is for the left one and this is for the right one. So we can give a simple style. So we can say here width 200 pixel, and this same style is for this one, so it will look better, I think. So previous and next, as long as the content is not same, so we just fix the width. Okay, and then it will be primary, and this will be the next step. Okay, and then step 2, so next step, sorry, this will be next step. Okay, so if you're going to click here, you can see that both are end, it should be end. Okay, plot left and right, so you see. And for the step 1, for the very last one, you can simply margin button 5, so it will look more better, and it should be margin button 5. So you see, this is, we will have more gaps here, right? So and then the next one is next step is case 3. So for the case 3, we will have another component, name is step3.js, and then react functional component and export, and then we will have const, and then arrow function, and then we'll have this one. Okay, step 3 make sure that everything is okay. And then step 3, it should be import, it should be auto import. Actually, if it did not work for you, you can manually import it from here by typing simply import step 2 from this one. Okay, so and now this is a step 3, and I am going to and in this step 3 we have to submit the form option. So I'm going to just pass all of this, and we do, I think yeah, so okay, I think we don't need this step 3, I mean the next step for step 3. Okay, yeah, next step is not necessary for in this case, only we need handle submit. So I'm going to just type here handle submit, and then we can console log this user info. Okay, and then set steps is steps +1. Okay, so it will be go to the next step, I mean the final one, final stage. Okay, final components, and we have to pass this handle submit. Okay, handle submit as a props. So we need user info, we need previous step, and handle one change and handle submit for this step 3. So from a step 2, I'm going to copy everything from here and paste it here, and we don't need this previous one, but we definitely need this handle submit. Okay, so I'm going to just paste it here, and then it will have just a t-shirt and submit button, right? So I'm going to copy this one from here and paste it here, and this will be for t-shirt size. Okay, and then we can simply copy everything, and then we can say here t-shirt. Okay, and you can say here, so t-shirt size will be like t-shirt, enter t-shirt size is like LG, XL and XXL. Okay, and this will be t-shirt. So we are almost down there, and we will have the same button, like we can simply just margin bottom. This is the only one field we have, so I am going to copy the buttons from here and paste it here, and it will be like previous, and it will be like submit. Okay, and this will be handle submit, sorry, this will be handle submit, right? And then we have to just save it. Okay, so previous step, oh sorry, we just remove this next step. It should be just previous step. Okay, and it should make sure that previous step is okay. Pass as props. Okay, sounds good. And then if you submit, so I'm going to just show you the result. So I'm going to type here John, and email is test, password is 123456 and 123456, and the next, and the location is Texas, and the phone number this one, and the next, and the t-shirt size is XXL. Okay, and then submit. You have nothing, but you have a data. Okay, so this is this data actually I will need, and I need to show the final result here. So I am going to create another component name final or final step maybe .js. Okay, and then React functional component and export, and I'm going to create it const final step, and then this one. Okay, so we are now on final step, and so case 4 is the final step I mean. So we can say final step and just submit it here, and we just need to have user info, because what we just on the console you just see. So sorry. Okay, so in this final step we just need to have this. We can simply type a table here actually for showing the results. So user info, we will have this as a props user info already passed it from the app.js, and I'm going to use table, and this class name will be table bordered, and then table striped striped, and text center. Okay, while text will be centered, and we will have t head, and we will have a tier, or maybe yes, tier. So table head and table row, and then table head, so th, and then we can say simply it will have a scope is column. Okay, and this will be full name, and then we can say here email, password if you want to show actually. So actually there will be 2 spaces, so I'm going to use password, location, phone, and t-shirt. So password, and then location, and then phone, and then t-shirt size, right? And then we'll have t body, and then a row, table row, and this is the td, and we will have user info dot fname. So you will see the result here, fname, and then email, and then password, and then location,